Hi, everyone. It's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And we have a special guest joining us today. Welcome to the Team Racing YouTube channel, Mar. Welcome.
Hey,
Hey, how are you? How
how are
are you?
you?
I'm
Good.
doing
I'm doing good.
fabulous. I'm doing
Good.
fabulous. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
Certainly,
it.
certainly. Well, let's begin. Just introduce yourself to our audience and let them get into what the entire Mar experience.
So, my name is Mar. I'm a rapper. I reside in DC, Northwest to be exact. And, I am a songwriter and a rapper that likes to infuse pop and R&B sounds within my music. And, I like to infuse a little bit about my hopes and dreams and what matters to me.
Mhm.
So I like to take people on a journey through music.
I love
And
that. I love that. How did you get into music, by the way?
I mean, I've always written music, written lyrics
Hmm.
before, but when it came to music, I would just freestyle over other people's beats or, you know, record short songs with other people's beats before instrumentals were even distributed.
Hmm.
Um, so that's kind of how I got into music. But maybe almost 2 years ago, I started to take it seriously because it's all I can think about is making music and creating a world that I think other people can relate to.
Hmm.
Uh,
So
so yeah.
talk to me about what fuels this music. What things in your life really, fuel the songs that you write and the messages that you want to include within the music.
Well, on my first EP, I have songs about. I have a song called Black Money that's about Black economical wealth because that's important to me. Being that I have family that is Black owned business
Hmm.
on both sides of my family, so that's just something that was instilled in me growing up. So I care about it now. I have songs about letting people be who they are, letting people be free without nitpicking them and judging them. That just stems from my experience from being an LGBTQ person or queer person, um, I guess, in and outside of music. So, I tend to talk about things that are deeper. I mean, I do have petty moments where, where I have songs that are meant to, uplift in a dance kind of way.
Hmm.
But overall, there are little messages throughout my music to people I do know, people I don't know. It's just
Yes,
like it's
yes.
just my message that other people catch, and
I love
so
it.
thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah. What artists you growing up were your biggest inspiration? So you used to listen to all the time,
Oh,
and now that you create music yourself, you kind of lean into that vibe.
oh, for sure. I got to start with the rappers first.
Hmm.
Like Nas and Foxy Brown were big ones
Okay.
for me,
Hmm.
huge ones for me. Um, if I have to keep it simple, and I would say, pop wise, of course, Janet Jackson, the
Hmm.
mother, queen, mother of all mothers, um, was a huge inspiration musically and artistry wise.
Ah.
Um, and there were plenty of others,
Hmm.
but for the sake of time, I would say those are my biggest inspirations.
Hmm.
Um,
And what
and
artists today, that that's contemporary, that's currently on the charts,
yeah,
do get the best judge from?
yeah, and I have really high expectations. I talk to my friends about this all the time because I'm like,
Uh-huh.
um, I like when people up the ante and then up it again and then up it again. Like I'm attracted to those people.
Yes.
But today, of course, today, and a decade ago. You know, Nicki Minaj is a huge inspiration for me
Mm-hmm.
in every single way. But she wasn't in my childhood. You feel
Yes,
me?
yes.
So you know, I have to bring her name up first,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just, you know, that's how
Certainly,
it goes.
certainly.
But I would say, you know, the biggest inspirations today are these young ones like Lizzo
Mm-hmm.
and Little Nas X. I mean, they're
Mm-hmm.
so pointed about what they're doing and the messages that they want to send at a very young age.
Yes.
And that's the shit that you used to see a long time ago. Like, you know, the younger musicians and artists were talking about things that were
Yes.
far beyond their years that they probably hadn't even experienced yet, or maybe they had. And those tend to be the songs that are timeless
Yes.
and keep your career going. And also, it just builds an expectation for music that um, you know, an artist that should reflect the times. And I think that
Yes. Yes.
those two are a big example of that. And to me, they're like little icons right now that will
Mm-hmm.
later
Mm-hmm.
be called that. Um,
I
but
agree.
I see what they are now. They're changing the atmosphere and making it feel, you know, a little bit more comfortable for people like me who are trying to come into the industry and
Yes.
feel like, you know, I belong here too.
I
Got to give
love
it up for
that.
those. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And we're talking about legacy, musical legacy here. What would you like your music legacy to be when people, take in your work, look on your work, years from now? What is it that you want them to take with them? This is what Mar is giving. This is what Mar means to me.
Oh,
What do you want that musical legacy to look like?
I mean, I always wanted to be an experience. I
Mm-hmm.
think I would, and what I mean by that is, I think people kind of say that about Prince.
Mm-hmm.
You know, an experience of seeing him live or just listening to his work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, the extremes from one end to the other. You know, I want my music to be something that any kind of person can be into.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, after you've heard me, then I don't think you'll forget. So, and, you know, and it's so weird to be answering this question now because there's so much more music to make. But I hope that, you know, people can see that, you know, what I have to offer is, you know, I don't really, there's no one like me. So, I,
Certainly.
you know, but, you know, you got to do stuff so that people can see.
Of course, of course, of course, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
So, for anyone that's listening out there who wants to, pick up the EP, who wants to start streaming, who wants that music blasting in their ears, how can they go about it and do that?
Oh, they can go directly to my website, marmusicworld.com.
Mm-hmm.
marmusicworld.com, and everything is there. My music videos, my music, you know, information about upcoming events, everything that has to do with Mar is there.
Yes.
So run
Lovely.
it up, run it
So
up.
I love that. By the way, viewers, the that link will be in the description below. So from here, you can go straight there and get into all of that. Let's talk about music videos just for a little bit before I even let you go.
Okay.
When you come up with what a music video is going to look like and what really goes through your mind when you think about the visuals that should accompany a song.
Well, I am very meticulous about music videos,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always this quest to create something that you haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a moment where I think some true artistry can come out. So I really just think about it in my own head and get with my team, which I have a great team. Um, I don't know why I can't think of Future History Lab,
Yeah.
and they're fantastic. Mackenzie and Aaron and E-Man, that's the team. And we brainstorm And, I've only worked with them so far. I have 2 music videos, but I'm a very loyal person, and, I look forward to working with them again.
Fabulous.
But we brainstorm, and, it's about creating something that hasn't been done before. I don't just want to create just any random video. It costs too much to be doing that. So
It is.
just doing I always want to bring, something to the table that I can respect, later on looking back. Like I think that's how I like in 20 years, well, I look back at this and be like, okay.
Certainly. Well, for anyone who wants to follow you and keep up with you on social media and all the things you've got going on, how can they go about doing that?
Lyrical Mar on Instagram and Twitter. So lyrical MAR, and they can find me there.
Awesome. Well, once again, viewers, you can give me the website one more time.
marmusicworld.com.
marmusicworld.com. Make sure that you go and check that out. Check out all the things Mar is putting out, because we are here to support fabulous Black music, Black entrepreneurship, queer art up in this bitch.
Black money.
Yes.
Okay. Black money.
I love it. So thanks so much for joining me today, Mar. It's been such a pleasure.
I will come anytime.
Thank you. We certainly will. To our viewers, please follow Team Racing Productions on all forms of social media. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.